You got your spark back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited to be here. We didn't really lift much, but here.
If you had a Madden rating, what would it be?
I said, girl, why you keep calling? Yeah. She said, I need a new whip. Yeah, cause I know that you're still ballin'.
All right, y'all, welcome back to the Ridin Round Show. We're getting closer to football season. Today we have Jacolby Criswell.
What up?
Incoming quarterback for the Arkansas Razorbacks. Today we're gonna talk to you about transferring in, preseason expectations, and some of your passions. Let's hop in, bro.
Let's go.
I've been driving the car from the back, taking pictures and pieces in back of the roads. And I think the little boy wanna cook, so let's crank up the beef and get back to the shows. In Miami, we BP the boat, put the bulletproof back on the road. In a minute, it's been so long.
You hopping in a little Mach-E. You ever drove in an electric car or a Mach-E before?
I have not.
Man.
I'm usually an SUV guy.
Okay.
That's pretty much all I drive.
So you're transferring in from North Carolina. Projected quarterback 2 right now. Razorback fans saw how important quarterback 2 position was last year. I don't know how closely you followed that. So yeah, you just had a scrimmage. How are you kind of adjusting to the program? I think you've been here about 3-4 months?
For the most part, it's like, I enjoy it. It's home. I'm excited to be back.
Yeah.
Coaches, who else would I want to play for? I'd rather play for Sam Pittman than anybody else. So I'm excited. QB room is awesome. KJ's a great guy. Whole offense is stacked, defense is stacked, so I'm really excited.
How closely do you work with KJ?
We talk pretty much every day, honestly.
Okay.
But, funny guy. Probably
Yeah.
the funniest guy I've met, unintentionally.
So Dan Enos is the offensive coordinator now, but he was a quarterback coach for the Razorbacks. So how is it having an offensive coordinator that knows your position so well?
Actually, me and Coach Enos, we go way back. I knew him prior to when he was here before.
Okay.
And then also when he was up at Miami, he offered me there. I never went to go take a visit, but I'm excited. He seems like he knows his stuff, so that's the good part.
For some years.
I know. And so, great QB coach, great offensive coordinator. We're all pretty much excited for what's coming to be.
It's gonna be a good year. You said you've been in touch with some years. Does that have anything to do with was it your brother that played?
Yep, Dre Greenlaw. He was here 2014, 16, somewhere around there. I'm really blessed with that he was able to experience the college level.
So when being a hometown hog, you're from Morrilton, Arkansas, which also Joseph Pinion on the Razorback basketball team, he's also from Morrilton and he's been on the show. And we use the Mustang for both of y'all's episodes, the Morrilton Mustang. But being from Arkansas, was coming to Fayetteville, is it still kind of an adjustment or were you familiar with the city?
Honestly, I was like, it was like my whole mindset was I'm here for ball. Like, I knew everybody here already. Nothing was pretty much new. It's just a whole new offense and all that. But I'm really excited. But speaking of Joseph, if you ever have a conversation with Joseph, talk to him about basketball, us two playing, he'll tell you he's never beat me. I used to go to his house all the time back when we were in high school together. And I would honestly come to his house, spend some time with him and his family, but we'll always end up playing basketball and post guy, and I would always torture him.
Last night we let the liquor talk. I can't remember everything we said, but we said it all.
Who did you click with first on the football team?
Probably Isaiah Santinga. I knew him prior because obviously he's from Arkansas.
You and Isaiah, there's buzz. People, high expectations. People are like, you guys are gonna have important roles this year.
Pretty much him. Connect with the receivers, get the feel for that, and get close with them. And then offensive line, I'd say I'm pretty close with all those guys.
Is there like a key difference between North Carolina and Razorback programs that you can tell?
Honestly, I would say it's very similar. Like, great group of guys, great group of coaches. Everything is pretty much spot on. The only thing is, I'd say the lifting aspect of it all is probably different. There we didn't really lift much, but here,
SEC, they're trying to.
it's a load.
So this episode's sponsor is Pigs Brand, and I know y'all have seen their hats around town. And Jacolby, they actually gave me some merch to give you when you're not driving.
Perfect.
But yeah, and then for the audience, they're doing a promo code RIDIN20 to give any of our viewers 20% off their website, and so the link will be in the description. So shout out Pigs Brand, great brand supporting Razorback athletics. So Coach Pittman and some of your teammates are kind of talking about how, I don't know if the praising is the right word, but kind of giving you your flowers about how good you are, how you've been in practice over the spring.
Jacolby Criswell is one heck of a quarterback now, and so is Fortin. Criswell has an elite special arm, and he can fly.
Jacolby's he's an athlete and a quarterback. he honestly throws one of the best balls I've ever seen from any quarterback.
Who's catching most of your catches? I know Isaac Tesla. I think that's how you say it. He's a recruit that's coming in that people have their eyes on. And who's catching most of your passes?
Dozier, really good, really good. He's a new guy, new freshman, really good. I throw him the ball a lot. Varquez, he's a tight end that came from North Texas, really good tight end. Isaac, he catches majority of the balls. He's one of those guys that are going to be really, really good, like special talent, has everything you look for in a receiver. I mean, love that guy.
Is there any DBs that are making it harder for you?
I give my hats off to Hudson Clark.
Hudson Clark, okay.
Hudson Clark, I give my hats off to him. Me and him are boys. We hang out, I'd say, almost pretty much every single day. But he's a guy that has it all, knows football. Once you go against a guy or a team that knows football, that makes it really tough. And I enjoy like the whole defensive line from top to bottom, every linebacker, DBs, they're all fantastic players, and they give us challenges every single day.
Now I put a whole half a ticket on my white tee. Whole hood poppin', but a nigga, they don't like me. He didn't listen to the fan, he don't wife me.
What are you most excited for this season?
The fans, the game, the atmosphere. I mean, there's nothing like playing in the SEC. I mean, I could have gone to great programs after when I transferred, but home, being in the SEC, what gets better than that?
Do you have a nickname?
A lot of people call me Ja.
Ja?
Yeah, because so it happened at North Carolina. We had like probably 5 or 6 Kobe's. We had another Jacolby, and I guess they wanted me to be Ja, so I got my name taken away from me.
I know that last night we let the liquor talk. I can't remember everything we said, but we said it all. You told me that you wish I was somebody you never met. But baby, something's telling me this ain't over yet.
So how was Razorback recruiting?
Like it was already set, stone, and done. Like I knew where I wanted to go immediately, and so he was like, "All right, well, we want you as well." And I'm like, "All right, perfect."
Who was that with? That
That was with Coach Pittman.
Besides, returning back home to your home state, was there anything about the program that made it the one?
I mean, my brother played here,
Okay, yeah,
so
there you go.
like kind of family tradition type of thing. But just being back home, honestly, I'm a home guy. Like I missed home when I was there. Like it just didn't feel right. Like when I committed, everything was perfect. I knew I was going to miss home, but I didn't think I was going to miss home that bad, that much. And so it's go with my heart, and my heart was at home.
So you're a junior.
Mm-hmm.
How many years of eligibility do you have left?
I have 3.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So when I was talking to everybody, I was like, yeah, he's a junior. And they were like, oh, so does that, like, is he who KJ is going to pass the torch to? Or like, do you know, have there been talks about that or?
I feel like no one knows, but I'm going to prepare myself like I am. But
Pittman's big on it's always a competition.
yeah, everything's a competition when it comes to him. Nothing's set in stone.
Is that a battle right now for the backup spot? I know Jacolby's been pretty much running with the twos. Does he
I
have
think it's always a battle. I do. I think it's always a battle.
I'm excited. When I tell you I've never been excited about playing football besides high school days. I mean, high school days, I loved it. But other than that,
You got your spark back?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good to
Yeah.
hear. We used our QB2 in at least 3 games last year, so it's like we'll definitely see you out on the field this year.
For sure.
How do you, you said you're kind of, you'll prepare yourself no matter what to be QB1 next year.
Yeah.
But how do you view your role? Is it, you kind of boost the morale as a captain, or like what do you view your role as?
This year, be that guy KJ can lean on if we're in a game, something bad happens, and he needs to like know what happened on a certain coverage. Be that guy for him. He can come talk to me, and I'll give him like, all right, like this is what I saw, this and that. You could probably do this better. Be that type of guy for him.
Yeah, KJ seems to I don't know if like's the right word, but KJ seems to be fine with getting feedback from his teammates. I saw it at the scrimmage. He'll go and talk to people, congratulate them if it's good, kind of just go lean over and say something to him if it was a bad play. So he doesn't seem like he'd be against that type of
No,
input.
not at all.
Do you have a role model or anyone you look up to in the NFL?
Aaron Rodgers and Russell Wilson. I mean, obviously my brother too, but
Facts.
opposite positions, and we don't like those guys.
And you know you love to fight, and I say shit I don't mean, but I'm still gonna wake up on you and me. I know that last night we let the liquor talk.
If you had a Madden rating, what would it be?
if I'm being really skeptical about it, I'll put myself mid 80s, high 80s, honestly. But if I'm saying like, okay, I know what I'm capable of and I know what I can do, I give myself a 97 for sure.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
In that fast lane, speeding through the city. Running with me, brain in my dead. Motherfucker.
You want any Drake?
Oh, all right, I'll tell you this. I highly dislike Drake.
Okay.
Highly.
Pausing that.